it's E.T., your motivator, inspirator, life coach. Man, I'm so glad to finally be back. Season 2. Thank God it's Monday. I got 3 things for all of y'all out there who feel motivated some days and other days you don't feel so motivated. 3 things you better catch it. As a matter of fact, the next TGIMs, real simple. I'm giving you 10 tips to success. 10 tips, right? Today I'm giving you 3. Now you better catch it. The first one is you got to live in the forward. Say that with me. You got to live in the forward. And you say, E.T., what do you mean by live in the forward? Listen to me. I need you to do me a huge favor. We have, as humans, we have something that no animal has. And what it's called is imagination. And what imagination allows you to do, it allows you to see it before it actually happens. That's right. I'm talking about the greats like Albert Einstein. E=mc². That's right. Einstein said he saw it in his mind long before it happened. It was in his mind's eye before it was physically tangible. And so the first thing I need you to do for me is I need you to live in the forward. What do you mean by that? What I mean by that is I need you to go 10 years into the future, 20 years into the future, and I need you to see yourself actually becoming the person you want to be. And you need to do me a favor. I need 30 minutes a day. I need 30 solid minutes a day of you actually sitting down. I want you to block the whole world out. Put some music on, some classical music, right? The piano if you need to. I don't know what you need to listen to, but I want you to take 30 minutes. Go in the closet. Go in the basement. Go to the library and go into a room alone. And I want you to take 30 minutes and I want you to imagine. I want you to take 30 minutes and I want you to live in the forward. See, the problem is I'm talking to some of you guys. The problem that you're having is you're living in the future and you living in the present. And you keep talking about the mistakes. You keep talking about the past. You keep talking about your trials. You keep talking about your situation. And I want you to know that everybody that's ever been great, everybody has had an obstacle to overcome. They've had a barrier that they had to climb. There is no individual who's ever reached success and he didn't have to go through an obstacle or a barrier to get there. So do me a huge favor. I need you to live in the future. I need you to go in your future every single day. I need you to go in your future. I need you to see what you're going to be. Listen to me. What you are to be, you are now becoming. And so you got to use your imagination. And your imagination has to take you beyond the pain. Your imagination has to take you beyond the trouble. Your imagination has to take you to the next level. Remember what I said. Nowhere in the world does success come before work but in the dictionary. And I want you to know that those people like E.T. that you see right now that's successful, it just didn't happen. That's right, it didn't happen. The first thing we had to do, we had to see ourselves there long before it happened. The second tool is we got to embrace faith. We got to embrace faith. What do you mean embrace faith, Eric? I have to have faith to believe that the thing that I see 10 years from now, 20 years from now, that one day that thing is going to be successful. Now, you say, give me an example. Well, let me give you an example. In 1992, I got kicked out of college. Academic probation. Kicked me out of college, right? And it seemed at that moment when I got kicked out of college that was it for E.T. That E.T. would never be the educational consultant. He would never be the motivational speaker that he was called to be. But I did not allow that academic setback to mess me up because I knew that a setback was a setup for a comeback. So you say, E.T., is that it? Let me tell you something. When I was homeless at 16, I could have quit. When I was homeless, I could have given up. There are many days that I thought about committing suicide. But I said to myself, just keep imagining, keep thinking, keep seeing what you're not now, but what you're going to be. All right, so if that's not enough, when I came to Michigan State University in 2003, I left my home, almost got my home foreclosed in Alabama, almost lost my truck. Listen to me, I didn't have a job, I didn't have a scholarship, but guess what? I went to class every day like I had my scholarship already. Why? Because I imagined me. And guess what? Didn't have a scholarship in August, didn't have a scholarship in September, but somewhere in October, I got the fellowship and they went back and gave me back pay. Listen to me very closely. Sometimes it's going to be hard. Sometimes you're going to look all around you and nowhere do you see success. Nowhere do you see anything that remotely looks like success. But you got to embrace. Number 2, you got to embrace the faith. You got to believe that although it's not happening right now, if you keep pressing, if you keep pushing, guess what? One day is going to be your day. That's right. I need you to say that with me. One day is going to be your day. You saying, E, man, you pumped up about this faith thing. You hyped up about this faith thing. Well, I'm hyped up because that's how I got right here today. The very first engagement I've ever done was in 1993 in Bermuda. You take 1993, you take August 2010, and you subtract that, and what do you have? 17 years. That's right. Long before you knew E.T. the hip-hop preacher, I was doing it. I did it for 1 year and 2 years and didn't see anything. 3 years, didn't see anything. 4 years teaching a GD class, didn't see anything. 5 years, I kept speaking. 6 years, I didn't blow up. 7 years, I didn't blow up. 10 years later, I didn't blow up. 15 years later, I didn't blow up. 16. And then on the 17th year, guess what happened? E.T. the motivator, because of you. That's right, your life coach, your motivator and inspirator, because of you. 17 years later. 17 years later, over 400,000 hits because of you. And I want you to know something. If you pay close attention, that video had been out for 3 years. That's right. That video had been out for 3 years before it blew up. So you better catch number 2, and you better catch it closely. Embrace the faith. You got to be able to see it and believe it, that when there's no evidence around you, when there's no evidence around you, when you got pain in your life, when you're tired, you feel like giving up and you feel like quit, when you look around you and you don't see anything that looks anything like success, you got to embrace the faith and believe that one day gonna be my day. But one day can't be your day if you give up. If you quit, no day will ever be your day. And so I just want to inspire you. You looking at your boy right now, you say, E, you inspire me. 17. That's right, 17 long years to get where I am right now. So you got to embrace the faith. The last one, this is very critical, right? This is very critical. What I want you to do is, I don't just want you to live in the future, live in the forward. I don't want you just to embrace the faith. I want you to fail forward. That's right, I said it, fail forward. I want you to get to a place in your life that every mistake you make, every setback you get, right, every obstacle that you don't overcome, every barrier you can't climb, I don't want you to give up, but I want you to fail forward. See, this is what I mean by fail forward. If you got a football player and the running back has to get inches, and before he can get to the line of scrimmage, somebody hits my man, right? And they stop him. If he just fell forward, that's it. If he just falls forward, he can get the touchdown, even though he was stopped. So what am I saying to you? I'm saying that you got to learn from your mistakes, that every mistake you make, you fail a class, get back up and try again. You lose a job, get back up and try again. You put all your money in investment, get back and try it again. If you start a business and it don't work, don't stop, don't quit. Fail forward. Learn from each and every one of your mistakes. Listen to me. This is your boy E.T., man. And I'm coming at you live right now, and I'm letting you know, don't quit, don't give up. Listen to me. Don't quit. Don't give up. If it gets hard, you tie a knot around yourself. You double tie it if you have to, but you hold on. Because if E.T. could do it, a high school dropout, somebody that was homeless for 2.5 years, if I can do it, you can do it. But I want you to know, you will never reach your goal. You will never reach your dreams if you don't use your imagination. The Bible says it like this. What does a man need hope for when he has what he already has? You only need hope, baby, when you ain't got it. And so what happens is, faith becomes your evidence. Faith allows you to embrace what you cannot embrace in the natural. It allows you to do it in the spirit and with your imagination. And finally, you got to fail forward. Every mistake you make has to be another stepping stone, another building block. So in actuality, you're not failing. So when you fail that class, don't drop it. When you fail that class, don't just stop going. You going to the end of that class. You going to the end of that class, and you going to the end of that class, and you going to the end of that class, because I want you to know something. When you start that class over the next semester, you won't be starting from scratch. You won't be starting from the bottom, because you were all the way up here when you quit. And now all you got to do is go a little further and a little further. So keep reaching, keep climbing. And if your boy E.T. can do it, anybody can do it. I used to tell you before that you're not a victim. You're a victor, and if you can look up, you can get up. But this season 2 is different. I'm telling you today, I'm telling you to your face. That's right, I'm telling you to your face. You can have whatever you're willing to struggle for. And I'm going to say it again. This is your boy E.T., your life coach, your motivator, your inspirator. And you can have whatever it is. Listen to me. You can have whatever you like, whatever you are willing to struggle for. Because remember, without struggle, there's no progress.
One life to live, gotta do it right.